My name is Emely Equivel. I've been a member here at Azure Hills Church now for a couple years, since 2020, and I am 34.
Hi, I'm Ofelia Breckenridge, and now I'm a member of Azure Hills. I'm 80 years old.
Thanks for doing this. I know I was a little bit nervous too. I'm like, I don't know what I'm really to do, but it is nice to just get to know you. And I was not going to guess 80. When I was waiting for your age, I was like, she's probably like 73, 70. Yeah, so that's great. So what is your favorite type of outreach to participate in?
I have many favorite ones, but I think my favorite one is women and children, poverty, poor. Because when I really started to feel to help, it was when I was 17 with an earthquake that happened in 1960 in Chile. I wanted to adopt a child, but I had a very negative response. So I left it, but then when I came to this country, that's when I really started.
Wow.
To do that. Started with Mexico.
And what kind of ministries have you done, or in the years have you done to help women and children?
Oh, I take a lot of food and clothing, and that's what about what I did. How about you? What inspired you to do this?
Well, I guess my type of outreach has always been a little bit different. I have enjoyed doing mission trips, but where I've gone abroad, whether they were like evangelism trips that I really enjoyed speaking, or because I'm a nurse, I've been able to go to several medical mission trips, and that has always been a big blessing, for sure. That's probably one of my favorite type of outreach or mission trips is medical mission trips, because I get to see so many people be helped that normally would not get any help if it wasn't for like the group that, for whatever, with whatever group we're there with, they're getting medical attention, treatments, surgeries that they've waited for years for. So it's very rewarding to just see that and to be part of that. So that's very something that I've really enjoyed. And I think the most, the ministry that I'm most involved with here would be probably like the worship ministry.
Okay.
I've always been very involved with singing and leading worship with my sisters since I was little. And so that's always something I've been very just close to, and I've been able to see how God has used us to help lead people just to moments of worship, to sing, to know that it's not just a tiempo de alabanza or like coritos, like just to fill in the gap of space. A couple songs here and there, but to really have an experience coming before God, singing, worshiping, praying. And so I really enjoy that.
That's
singing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how, I don't sing very good, so I don't do that. But thinking, we used to go, when my husband was alive, to Mexico with Loma Linda doctors, and we would translate, for surgeries or dental. So I would do that. We did that for like more than 3 years. Wow. Going every often.
Yeah, no, there's so many things you can do.
A lot.
So much, yeah.
A lot.
I was going to ask you another question, like because you mentioned it started when you were around 17, but throughout your experience in the church and just in different churches or just in your Christian experience, how have you felt God lead to like a specific ministry or outreach, or like how have you felt God direct you into like what to be involved in?
Like I said, I always like the children. It really draws me to it. It's just something I cannot. I just like to do it, Something it impresses me to do, and that's why I have done it.
Nice. So you find different.
I seem like God always is telling me, keep this, and because there is somebody who needs that. Now I make blankets also for the homeless in San Bernardino, and I make blankets, and other people give me, but I finish them. I'm going to start for the police department.
Wow.
In Rialto and also San Bernardino.
That's amazing.
So we're going to give in them, I think, this week.
Really? Wow. How many blankets have you prepared?
I think I have to finish probably 25 now for Loma Linda Hospital for the children.
Oh,
And then it's a lot. I kind of don't keep account, but it's many.
it's a lot. Yeah.
Many. Some I give to a friend and she sends it to Mexico or she takes it personally for orphanages or adult people. I like older people.
Oh,
too,
that's beautiful.
So that keeps me busy, And lately this year, I started to help a pastor to the homeless. He preaches in a parking lot, so I translate many times.
Wow.
And I cook. In the winter is hot meals, very nutritious meals, sometimes vegetarian, sometimes I put some chicken in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also I take the blankets for the homeless, and so we give them out. And there's many things. They give out clothing, and give out fresh vegetables and canned food, and there's a lot of prayers and
Wow.
a lot of compassion goes on.
How have you seen their response when you go? Are they responsive? Like, do they?
Many people are very responsive. They want prayers and more prayers, and it's really something, to deal with them people. You have to be careful too, but a lot of them want a lot of prayer to help me find a little place where to live or get some food, and And so we also have made food and just drive around, and wherever we see a homeless, we just give it out to them. And
that's beautiful.
So that's...
Yeah, that's great.
And then I only cook also for my dogs, So I have 4 little ones.
4 dogs. Aww.
They're such sweeties, because when I became a widow, then we never had dogs. Like my husband, I don't know why, but before he really got sick, he found a dog and he brought it home. And this is how I started. Those were my companions and my alarms.
Yes, they definitely keep you busy too.
Yes.
They all have very unique personalities.
Yes. So, well, 2 are mine, and 2 I got. One was very abused, so she wanted me to take care. And the other one is a lady who's in the hospital. Definitely, and nobody accepted her dog, so I pitched in and I said, I'll take care of it.
I have 2 fur babies. I have a 2-year-old. He's a Queensland Heeler, or like a cattle dog.
Okay.
And then I have on the other end, he's 13, a 13-year-old Basset Hound. The one with the really long ears, the hush puppies. So
it's beautiful.
Yeah, they're great. One of them keeps the other one active and running, and they're always playing, and so it definitely keeps them young. And I love taking care of them, and how happy they're always to see you when you come home, and they're just
very much.
Yeah.
They cry when you come home.
They're like, you're here.
Yeah.
They get so excited. Yes, that's great. But someday, maybe, yeah.
But it comes 5 o'clock, I'm ready for the park. So I load them in my car and I take them to the park. And
oh, nice.
So they run around and we go home again.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I always said I wanted four dogs. I'm like, I don't know. Right now we can't have 4 dogs with our apartment, but someday, hopefully, we'll have
I have
more.
backyards and they have their own door, and so.
Oh, that's so cute. What kind of dogs are they?
I have one mini pincher who is gotten kind of heavy. I have a schnauzer.
Okay.
A little chihuahua who has no hair, almost. And another mixed who has like 50 kinds of dogs in her. I had a DNA done, so that's how I know.
Oh, wow. Wow, she's a true mutt.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
We never had dogs, but when my husband got sick that he did not know, he found a dog in the street close to us, and he brought her home. And we searched for the owner, and nobody claimed her, so I kept her. And then she was not, but the coyote killed her. because we walked and she was right very close to the house.
Oh, wow.
So then he said, get another one. So I got another one. But then my husband was really ill. And we were at the park, and she was already being trained, but I guess she saw a cat, and she ran across the street, and a car hit her.
Oh, no.
So I walked her home in my arms, and she died. You know.
Oh, that's horrible.
So then I got my mini pincher, who was a real mini pincher at that time, in the shelter. They're all girls and shelter dogs. And that's how I started again, too. Because then my husband passed away, and so she was my companion. So I had to get another little dog to make her company too. Then I got the 2 extra ones, you know.
Yeah, extra.
But they're a blessing. So I think it was God who inspired my husband to find me somebody to be at night, because I was all alone then.
Yeah, it's like he knew what you would need, all the companionship too with the
Yeah.
puppies. Yeah, I know I've said it before, I've heard it before, how sometimes you can see God's unconditional love sometimes with them, because they really do.
Yes,
Like
yes.
you are their whole world. Like they just
Yes.
love to see everything you do. The youngest one, the healer, he's so attentive. Like he always has to be looking to see what I'm doing, where I'm at, and he's like always like a little shadow. Like he has to follow me everywhere, and. I definitely feel God's love, His presence always, just calming,
Yes.
when they're with me. And so they're definitely a gift for sure. I don't know what we would do without pets.
They
Without
feel
dogs.
the emptiness, you know. They feel the emptiness, yeah. They like to play.
Yeah. And definitely the protection. He definitely knows he's like the guard dog. He's always
Yes.
listening.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
like anything that walks in front of the house, I'm like, it's okay,
Exactly.
relax. It's just the neighbor.
Exactly.
He feels like he has to protect.
Anybody who comes in the driveway,
Yeah.
they hear something different. They hear, yeah. God has been good to me. I feel in my life I have been really guided
Good.
by the Lord.
Yeah, well, I'll say even with just the learning a little bit about you and how much you've loved ministry and outreach, it's definitely very inspiring. And
Thank you.
just to see, and prayer in my heart, like God, like when I get to that age, like I definitely hope I'm that active, whether and it's not for just busyness for self. It's busyness helping others, busyness doing things for others, and it's definitely very inspiring. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing and for
Thank you,
doing this.
Emily. Thank you. It's so nice to have met you too.
Yeah.
And sharing things with you.
And I was going to ask you also, I don't know if in any of your projects right now, if you've seen a need for just more help, like from the younger adults, to see if there's any way that we can get involved or just stay supportive.
Well, I've never thought about that, but it probably will come up,
Yeah.
It would be nice probably sometimes to go to the ministry on Sabbath
Yeah.
and help out.
Yeah, especially since you already know what's needed, how it's been done, and what areas we could help.
Yeah, it would be nice for the children sometimes to come. I'm going to ask the pastor, but there is a group from Loma Linda students who come to take blood pressure and talk to the
nice.
people, and that is really nice. People really enjoy that somebody cares for them. They come the homeless especially, and they take their blood pressure, and so
Yeah, no, that's great. Well, let us know for sure. When I was hearing like, I would love to get involved some more, and
and they think they're kind of special. I take extra containers to give them food so they can take it with them, and so they really like that. They love it.
That's wonderful.